Welcome to Nightfall Whisper Tales, where epic journeys and magical legends transform into gentle soundscapes for restful sleep. Here, each story flows like quiet rivers under starlit skies, soothing the mind and inviting dreams. If you find comfort in immersive tales and peaceful narration, please like and subscribe to help us share more calm within the night. Tonight's story is a soothing retelling of Baptism of Fire Part 2, a gentle journey through a world in turmoil, where friendships strengthen and courage grows like moonlit blossoms. You will wander beside Geralt and his companions, finding quiet moments of peace amid the threat of distant battles, and witness the warmth of bonds kindled by shared light within the dark. Chapter 1. Night's calm before the storm. The land is still, cradled beneath a cool and watchful moon. Shadows stretch over ancient forests and silent fields, untouched by the fires that flicker beyond the horizon. Within this gentle darkness, a group of travelers pauses, letting exhaustion slip away as the night softly embraces them. Geralt rests at the heart of a quiet woodland camp, where the canopy above gently filters silver moonlight. Around him, the muted sounds of companions unfurl like a lullaby, the shuffling of boots, the soft murmur of distant words, and the comforting presence of those drawn together by fate. The world's troubles seem to fade for this brief, precious moment. Within the camp, bonds quietly deepen. Laughter is subdued but warm, threading through the shadows like a gentle breeze. The rustle of ancient leaves overhead calms the spirit, while the crackle of the modest fire weaves its own protective charm. Tonight, hope lingers, carried in every shared glance and whispered promise as dreams settle upon the group, undisturbed for now. Chapter 2. Echoes of Distant Thunder. In the early glow of dawn, a subtle unease settles over the land. Geralt and his companions feel the air thicken as the distant sound of thunder rolls across the hills. Birds that greeted the sun now fall silent. Even the wind seems to hesitate. Within this hush, each member of the group senses change coming, their thoughts slowing with the careful hush of morning. Gentle rays of light touch Geralt's face as he scans the horizon, searching for any sign of approaching turmoil. His companions move quietly, exchanging nervous glances as if words alone might summon the coming conflict. The forest, bathed in soft gold, appears beautiful yet foreboding. Each sound, each shadow, raises questions that linger in the quiet between heartbeats, and the tension hums low, steady as an echoing drum in the far distance. The group moves forward, guided by an unspoken agreement to stay close together. Their path winds beneath ancient trees, leaves whispering overhead. Geralt leads with steady resolve, feeling the weight of both purpose and uncertainty. Memories of laughter from the night before now feel distant as the world grows heavier. Fleeting peace gives way to worry, yet no one falters. In this moment, unity forms their shield against the unknown. A sudden hush falls as they approach a field where the grass trembles in the wind. Unseen tensions ripple through the air, and distant rumbles vibrate beneath their feet. Each companion recalls past battles and silent vows promises of loyalty and protection. Without a word, they draw closer, finding strength in one another's presence. The road grows uncertain, yet together they press forward, guided by shared hope for brighter horizons beyond the storm. As day stretches onward, Geralt senses fate's threads weaving tighter around them all. The world's silence is broken only by their slow, mindful footsteps and the low murmur of unease. Though apprehension lingers, a fierce sense of purpose takes root. For the sake of family found and vows unspoken, they walk on, certain that whatever unfolds, their journey will be shaped as much by their courage as by echoes of distant thunder. Chapter 3. The Whispering Road. The companions move quietly along a shadowed path, where moss lays thick beneath their feet and every step is muted. Hints of sun filter through ancient branches, dappling the path in patches of gentle light. Silence reigns except for soft conversation, a gentle exchange as each traveler reveals memories of distant hearths and comforts lost, yet hope lingers, urged forward by the unknown ahead. The forest seems to listen as their journey unfolds, each word and sigh absorbed by the hush of the woods. The mossy floor muffles not just their movements, but also the weight of their worries. Even as they walk, their thoughts drift back to places of warmth and peace moments cherished, now just out of reach. Still, the winding road beckons, and together the group presses on through the mysterious whispering wood. Gentle birdsong twines with their hushed voices, offering fleeting comfort along the winding trail. Each companion glances at the others, searching for strength and solace as memories of home flicker in their minds. The trees arch overhead, like guardians witnessing this quiet passage. Shadows and pale light dance across faces marked with fatigue, yet they draw courage from the rhythm of footsteps shared, finding calm in each other's quiet company. As the day wanes, subtle moments of laughter emerge, woven between stories and whispered hopes for peace. Even in uncertainty, these small joys become anchors, grounding the travelers in the present. The path narrows and twists, bordered by age-old trees whose leaves rustle with secrets. Every so often, a gentle breeze carries the scent of earth and rain, promising the comfort of rest just ahead, somewhere out of sight. Night begins to fall, painting the forest in deep blues and silvery moonbeams. The companions draw closer, their unity a comfort amid the unknown. Each step forward feels slower, softer, as the world slips into dreamlike quiet. The road itself becomes a gentle guide, masking the echoes of loss with every muted stride, and as the forest whispers its lullaby, hope stirs, fragile but warm within their hearts. Chapter 4. First flicker of flames. The hush of the journey breaks as the group stumbles across blackened branches and patches of scorched earth. The usual greens and silvers of the forest grow somber and cold, ashes swirling at their feet. The atmosphere thickens, yet a quiet strength passes between Geralt and his companions. Each step forward is taken with silent resolve, shadows of worry tucked away for later. Charred trunks loom like fragile totems to a battle just missed. Faint smoke lingers, curling through the canopy, a reminder that they are not alone on these paths. Though apprehension tugs at their hearts, Geralt softens his expression, steadying his friends with a quiet nod. The threat is real, but so is the unity that binds the group. Determined, they confront the grim tapestry ahead, holding close to hope. Each companion senses the shift in the land. Silence hugs them as the normal sounds of woodland life fade, replaced by the faint crackle of spent embers. Geralt calmly reassures Ciri and the others, masking his growing concern behind measured words. In their eyes, he finds reflection of his own unease, but also the shared courage needed to press on. The scars of fire only strengthen their shared resolve. The landscape ahead glows faintly, illuminated by the last embers hidden beneath grey soil. Each stride brings the group closer together, an unspoken bond forged from hardship and purpose. The night air feels charged, tense with the memory of fire. Facing this looming threat, the companions find reassurance in their unity, letting every step echo the promise that they will not falter, no matter how harsh the way ahead becomes. They move quietly, shadows slipping between the remnants of trees. The devastation is unsettling, yet something within each of them grows stronger with every sign of survival. Geralt's low voice is a soft anchor in the smoky hush, drawing his group together. As they pass the boundary between untouched woods and ruined ground, determination steadies their hearts. Together, they are shaped by adversity, carrying on beneath the star-brushed sky. Chapter 5. Bonds forged in the dark. Night has woven its silent veil across the land, and the group gathers beneath ancient trees, whispering in the breeze. Their faces, softly lit by the moon, reveal a quiet longing for safety and solace. The dangers of the world drift further away, held at bay by the simple warmth of each other. Tonight, beneath these gentle branches, a fragile peace descends. The fire crackles quietly, its glow carving shadows onto the faces huddled nearby. Each story shared around the flames becomes a thread, weaving the travelers closer. Laughter finds its place between the solemn moments, echoing in the cool air. Their voices, calm and hushed, build trust with every secret entrusted. Amid distant, ominous flickers on the horizon, this small circle of friends clings to comfort and hope. Stories drift like embers on the night air, low and soothing, told as if every word might shield them from the world outside. The group speaks of dreams lost and found, of battles fought not only with swords but with hearts. Under the patient gaze of the moon, fear dissolves. Together, they learn strength is not only found in courage, but in kindness extended when darkness falls. Silent moments settle between each tale, allowing unspoken memories to settle in. One by one, hands offer gentle reassurance, a shoulder to rest upon, a look of understanding exchanged. In this quiet bond, trust deepens. The group senses that, no matter the challenges waiting beyond the trees, these friendships have quietly become their strongest shield against the creeping uncertainty of night. Beyond the glow of their campfire, embers flicker on the horizon, a warning unspoken but understood. Yet inside their circle, hearts beat a little calmer. Hopes, quietly shared beneath branches and stars, forge invisible ties that strengthen with every whisper. The night might be long, the road still uncertain, But tonight, companionship turns the darkness gentle, and the promise of safety is drawn closer with every heartfelt story shared. Chapter 6. The Girl at the Heart of It All. As soft shadows flicker beyond the campfire, Gerald's mind drifts to the young girl entwined with his destiny. She is the light guiding him through darkness, the persistent hope he clings to as turbulence grows around him. With each memory of her laughter, a gentle clarity settles in his heart, soothing his spirit amid uncertainty and drawing him further into the unfolding storm. Her presence, though distant, pulses like a quiet heartbeat in the silence of the night. Geralt remembers the small moments, a reassuring smile here, a shared joke there. These memories shimmer like moonbeams on water, reminding him of the reason behind his journey. The weight of responsibility does not crush him. Instead, it fills him with purpose as he moves quietly, determined to find the one person who makes his world feel whole. Through tangled woods and war-torn hills, Geralt's thoughts replay the warmth of the girl's voice. He recalls her comforting words, the ones that cut through chaos with gentle certainty. Each memory kindles a silent resolve, allowing Geralt to push onward even as fatigue threatens to overcome him. The hope she inspires is a gentle fire, lighting the way through the deepest gloom, keeping Geralt steadfast as distant conflict rumbles ever closer. Whispers of laughter echo faintly in his mind, stirring a delicate sense of belonging. Geralt, so used to wandering alone, now moves with a newfound cause. The girl is more than a promise or a prophecy. To him, she is family, a symbol of all that's good and possible in a world shadowed by chaos. With every step forward, his resolve grows stronger, his silent determination carrying him deeper into the heart of uncertainty. As Geralt presses on, the clash of distant battles seems to fade away, replaced by the steady hope the girl has kindled within him. Her memory is a beacon on the horizon, quietly calling him home. Each decision is shaped by her presence in his thoughts, blending care and courage. In a world on the brink, Geralt's search becomes not just about survival, but about finding a place and a person worth fighting for. Chapter 7. The Gathering Storm. Whispers ride on the chill night air, their origin impossible to trace, carrying fragmented stories of battle and upheaval. Around each winding path and abandoned farmstead, haunting cries drift from afar, burdened with worry and unrest. Geralt's traveling companions notice anxious faces huddled at lonely crossroads, wary of strangers and shadow alike. Tension weaves itself into every silent glance, and beneath the quiet, the land trembles with anticipation. They learn to step softly, each movement deliberate as the group slips farther from civilization, clinging to shadows for safety. Old habits resurface, instincts sharpened by the scent of distant fire and the echo of marching feet. The world they once crossed freely now feels alien, marked by uncertainty and suspense. Each nightfall brings new rumors, armies clashing, villages burning unseen. The travelers become part of the silence, unseen observers beneath gathering clouds. The wind carries fragments of conversations, the lament of a mother, the hurried warnings of a merchant fleeing home, the solemn vows of soldiers parting at dawn. These scattered voices twist with the fears of Geralt's group, their journey now shrouded in secrecy. The roads, once lined with friendly faces, are empty or watchful, eyes darting from behind shuttered windows. Danger lingers in every echo, every half-told story, as war paints the world in somber hues. At makeshift camps beneath old trees, the group gathers by flickering lantern light, sharing uneasy glances and quiet words. Every plan is spoken softly, every decision weighed with care. Geralt considers their dwindling supplies and the uncertain miles ahead, searching each night for signs of pursuit. Trust grows among them, tempered in the fires of worry and hope. They pass the dark hours together, listening to the storm rage quietly in the distance. Survival becomes an act of cunning, each step measured to avoid the tension. They cherish rare moments of rest, savoring peace even as it trembles on a knife's edge. Despite the darkness, unspoken bonds form a silent promise to face whatever comes, side by side. Through tangled woods and midnight paths, they feel the nearness of chaos, but their unity is their strength. Ahead, the continent's unrest calls, and together they prepare to step into the rising tempest. Chapter 8. Sanctuary in Shadows. Rain whispers through a forgotten glade, each drop a quiet note in a melody meant only for those who seek shelter beneath the ancient boughs. The world beyond rages, yet here in the hush, the group finds a rare solace. Shadows drift softly across damp grass as each member lets go of their burdens for a moment, lost in this gentle pause from the storm. In the calm embrace of the glade, even weary hearts begin to heal. Geralt sits near a mossy stone, sword set aside, finally letting down his guard as he listens to the rain. The others gather nearby, their faces softened by the soothing peace that surrounds them. Vulnerability feels safe here, shrouded by leaves and shadows, and the warmth of unspoken understanding knits them closer together. Embers of shared hardship glow warmly between the group, casting gentle light into corners where loneliness once lingered. Laughter is subdued but honest, echoing out beneath the cloak of rain. Old wounds and old stories surface softly, spoken in hushed voices that drift on the night air, briefly unburdening souls that have grown too tired for fear. In this sanctuary, they are simply themselves, without pretense or armor. The world outside remains ablaze, but here time slows. Dreams flicker in the minds of those dozing in the soft grass, untangled from the horrors left behind. Even the air feels gentler, carrying the promise that tomorrow's battles are still far away. For this single night, hope is rekindled. Delicate light kept alive by the hush of rain, the embrace of trees, and the calm rhythm of shared breaths. As dawn slowly approaches, the first hints of silver filter through the branches. The group rouses quietly, each member reluctant to leave this gentle haven. Fingers trace the last drops of rain that cling to leaves, savoring the memory of a night when the world was, for a heartbeat, at peace. With spirits steadied and hearts restored, they begin to rise, ready to face the fires once more. Chapter 9. The Edge of the Inferno. Smoke billows and thickens as Geralt leads his companions ever closer to the source of the chaos. Each breath is heavy with ash, and the air trembles with distant roars and crackling fire. Through smoldering clearings, their footsteps disturb scattered embers, reminders of a world that used to be. Hope and dread move with them as the edge of the inferno looms larger with every cautious step. The path winds through blackened ruin and flickers of burnt memories. Trees stand as silent, charred witnesses to the violence that swept through, their shadows stretching long in the glowing haze. Geralt's calm is unshaken, his eyes searching for safe passage, guiding each friend with a quiet confidence. There are whispered anxieties, yet a shared belief in their leader keeps hope alive, kindling gentle courage within the smoke-thick air. As they cross a clearing veiled in swirling mist, the group slows, senses sharpened by the closeness of danger. The aftermath of battle glows beneath their boots, twisted metal and scorched earth marking where the conflict burned hottest. Despite the fear, something softer lingers. Memories carried on the wind, stories of laughter and loss that danced through these woods before the flames. Each step forward blends bravery with memory. Geralt pauses, listening for more than just war's noise. Subtle cues in the smoldering remains tell stories few would notice, the gentlest shift of wind, footprints half erased by ash. He reassures his companions with a quiet nod, knowing every sign matters here. Together they press onward, drawn by duty and the promise of reunion, even as the world behind them fades further with every careful stride towards the conflagration ahead. Fear hums like a low chord within their hearts, but it is met by a fierce, tender, hopaya belief that something precious awaits beyond the fire. At the edge of the inferno, the group finds unity in uncertainty, their bond deepening as the shadows flicker across anxious faces. Burned clearings, glowing coals, and trembling memories blend together, carrying them closer, step by step, to the heart of the flames where destiny quietly waits. Chapter 10. Through fire and fears, united by a promise, Geralt and his companions move quietly beneath bruised night skies. Their path winds through battle-scarred fields, where flames shimmer and shadows stretch long across the earth. Each hesitant footstep brings the group closer, their bond made stronger by every shared sorrow and hope. The memory of a vow lingers, lighting the way even as fear tries to settle in their hearts. Beneath the dance of distant fires, Geralt's group finds solace in small gestures, a reassuring glance, a careful word, a gentle hand on a comrade's shoulder. Enemies lurk in the smoky distance, yet the loyalty they share shields each soul from despair. The land's endless trials press on, but together these travelers walk as one, their courage knit tightly by dreams of reaching the girl who means everything to them. Night falls heavier as the company weaves between burning remnants of battle. Shadows jump and flicker along their faces, painted briefly by bursts of firelight. Yet, as fear rises with the flames, the silent promise they made echoes quietly, never alone, never forsaken. Trust builds in the hush between heartbeats, forging something unbreakable in the midst of uncertainty. The way ahead is unclear, but their resolve keeps them moving forward. Through fields bitter with smoke and hope mingled with ash, Geralt leads, each step a declaration against the chaos that tries to pull them apart. Tender moments bloom amid the ruin, a whispered memory, a silent comfort, or laughter shared in defiance of fear. These gentle connections burn brighter than the fires around them, guiding each traveler on with a sense of belonging and the warmth of remembered love. Beyond the last crest of scorched earth, the horizon promises a fragile dawn. Every trial they endure becomes another stitch in the tapestry of loyalty binding Geralt's group. Their bond, repeatedly tempered by fire and strengthened by shared fears, is the light they carry against the darkness. As they journey on, hope glimmers just ahead, quietly carrying them toward the girl who anchors their hearts and dreams. Chapter 11. Unseen Heroes. In the midst of chaos, where fire once raged and uncertainty lingers, gentle acts of kindness begin to bloom. These quiet moments often pass unnoticed, yet they possess the greatest strength. Sheltering the lost, lending a hand to those in need, comforting the frightened, each gesture carries a ripple of hope through the darkness, like soft rain falling on scorched earth, promising a gentler dawn ahead. In narrow alleyways and battered halls, someone shares a crust of bread, a cloak, or simply a kind word. These small offerings of humanity weave invisible threads between strangers. The warmth of a lantern held high, a steady hand leading another from danger, each is a silent act of bravery. When their world feels like it's unraveling, compassion becomes a quiet rebellion against despair, weaving hope into places shadowed by worry. There is a certain magic when someone guides a lost soul through the dark or calms the fearful heart of a child. These unseen heroes ask for nothing in return. One might lay out a meal for a weary traveler or nurse a wounded animal back to health. Each gesture, no matter how small, becomes a soft beacon. Their actions spread light where fear has taken root and allow trust to blossom in unexpected corners. A gentle word spoken by candlelight, a rough hand helping another across broken ground. These are the moments that quietly mend what battle has broken. Compassion is a balm even brief connection can steady trembling spirits. In the hush between battles, people find strength in kindness, forging bonds that hold long after the flames die down. This silent courage doesn't roar, but it endures, kindling hope where once only ashes lingered. As the night deepens, stories of these unsung kindnesses travel softly from hearth to hearth. Whispers of gentle deeds bring comfort, helping hearts heal in places once scorched by fear and fire. Through every small act, compassion threads a tapestry of hope, calming the unrest. And so, amid the chaos, these quiet rebellions remind all who witness them, even in darkness, there is always a gentle light waiting to be kindled. Chapter 12. Hearts Under Siege. The air within the camp is thick, not just with the distant threat of war, but with the fatigue that settles into every corner. Voices are soft, movements careful, and glances linger a little longer than before. Each person carries burdens visible in the hush after sunset, yet even in silence, a quiet warmth flickers among the group, steady and reassuring amid uncertainty. Through exhaustion, tempers occasionally flicker, sharp words breaking through the stillness before dissolving into regretful quiet. Yet, as the night deepens, vulnerability leads to small gestures of kindness, a shared meal, a gentle pat on a tired shoulder, or the softness of a whispered apology. The walls built to guard aching hearts slowly crumble, replaced by understanding born only from hardship shared. By the flicker of firelight, wounds that once pained the body now find comfort in the presence of others. Geralt, often so reserved, lets slip a rare smile as laughter tiptoes across weary faces. They find, in the hum of hushed conversation and the flutter of hope, that even the hardest moments yield tenderness. Here, among bruised souls, healing comes on quiet wings. As trust begins to grow anew, confessions surface with gentle honesty. Secrets once hidden by pride or fear drift into the night air, lighter for having been spoken. Shrouded griefs become shared burdens, and in this vulnerable exchange, deeper bonds are woven. The group, though battered, becomes a tapestry of resilience, every heart stitched closer together by compassion. In these precious, fragile hours before dawn, newfound strength is drawn not from the sword or the spell, but from the embrace of community. Each traveler's pain finds solace, and every doubt is softened by quiet understanding. United by trials and gentled by empathy, they prepare to face whatever comes next, hearts knit stronger for having weathered the storm together. Chapter 13. Ember-lit Destiny. In the shimmering haze of the encroaching conflict, Geralt finally sees a flicker of hope, a gentle vision wreathed with embers, the silhouette of the girl who is more than kin. The battlefield pulses with both fear and determination. Geralt and his companions gather their courage, bracing for the steps still ahead, guided by the soft glow of memories and the promise that their journey holds meaning. As the dawnless sky grows heavy with smoke, Geralt draws upon soothing memories, moments of laughter and warmth shared around quiet fires. These gentle recollections steel his heart, quieting the turmoil raging all around. His hand tightens on his sword, but his mind drifts to whispered promises, reminders that love and purpose endure even through chaos. Each ember they step across feels like a vow to reunite and protect what matters most. With every stride, the companions relieve one another with soft glances and hushed reassurances. The chaos outside melts briefly into the background as they find strength in kinship, drawing calm from trust built throughout their journey. The embers beneath their feet mirror the fire of resolve within, each step echoing their silent oath to reach the girl they all cherish. The night, though weighted with danger, becomes a tapestry of hope. In the midst of swirling ash and distant cries, Geralt thinks of the promises he made, the paths he vowed to walk, the people he swore to shield. These silent affirmations shimmer in his memory, soothing the urgency in his chest. As the group edges closer to their elusive goal, their hearts beat to the rhythm of both longing and purpose, threading a peaceful determination through the fires threatening to consume everything sacred to them. There, in the emberlit gloom, Geralt glimpses the figure ahead once more, a beacon amid shadow, her presence a balm against the storm. The journey's hardships and danger feel distant for a moment, replaced by tranquil resolve. The companions know the path forward will be uncertain, yet soothing memories and soft words blend with the crackling air, guiding them as they cross new thresholds. Destiny beckons gently, promising reunion just beyond the flames. Chapter 14. Flames die down, hearts remain. As the first hints of morning glow touch the battered earth, the fires of war fade into distant embers. Silence falls across the smoky ruins, broken only by soft footfalls pressing onward. The carnage that once raged seems almost like a memory now, drifting away on the cool dawn wind. Survivors breathe in the scent of rain and ash, their bodies still but their hearts quietly alive, yearning for comfort. In the hush after turmoil, Geralt gathers his weary companions. Ash clings to their cloaks and sorrow lingers in their eyes, yet hope stirs beneath their exhaustion. They find each other one by one until the group stands complete. The heaviness they carry is lessened in reunion, a fragile relief washing over them. Side by side, they move forward toward the grove where light slips gently through the leaves, touching their spirits with warmth. In the woodland grove, dawn stretches golden fingers through the trees. There the girl awaits, her small frame wrapped in quiet resilience, as if she held the morning itself within her. Geralt and his friends approach in silence, grief and gladness woven together in their eyes. The pain of loss mingles with the unspoken gratitude for having survived, for reaching one another through the storms. Their circle closes gently around her, a shield against the chill. Soft birdsong rises from the tangled branches, weaving comfort into the waking grove. Here, no words are needed. Each breath shared between them is filled with the stories of all they endured. Geralt kneels, offering the girl a rough but gentle smile, and for an instant, sorrow is edged out by peace. The world outside may be scarred, but within this glade, friendship and fragile hope are the embers that will not fade. With the fires quenched and the day dawning, weariness seeps from their bones, replaced by something steadier: connection. Burdens lighten when shared, and dawn's peace promises gentle tomorrows. Geralt, the girl, and their companions remain together in the grove, their hearts mending in the gentle hush. In their unity, they find strength, the scars of war softened by the quiet certainty that whatever comes, they will meet it together. Chapter 15. The light beyond the ashes. Peace has settled softly over the weary land, wrapping the scars of battle in a gentle silence. Geralt and his companions rest beneath a sky brushed with silver, their breaths slow and grateful. The journey that once blazed with fire now finds its quiet coda in the hush before dawn, where every hope and promise is drenched in the new, forgiving light. The ashes left by conflict still linger, but in this gentle hour, healing quietly unfolds. Wounds are bandaged not just upon bodies, but within hearts still trembling from recent storms. Beneath the open sky, old enemies have become hesitant friends, and each soul leans into the warmth of another. Peace is not without memory, but it blooms bravely amid the ruins left behind by night. Geralt sits with his found family, Yennefer's quiet strength a lamp in the darkness, Ciri's laughter a song returning to the wind. The fire crackles softly between them, its glow more tender than fierce. Fingers graze over old scars as gentle reminders of battles survived. Stories are shared, not of pain but of hope, each word a pledge to honor the peace born from sacrifice. Slowly, their world stitches itself together, thread by thread, moment by moment. Old wounds earn forgiveness, and the pain once etched on weary faces turns softer with every shared smile. The air is rich with gratitude, every sigh in the camp is lighter, every embrace more sincere. In these simple gestures, Geralt recognizes a love quieter than heroics, but deeper than old wounds. As dawn spills gold over the horizon, Geralt lifts his eyes to meet the morning. The journey has ended, yet something new begins in the gentle peace that now warms the earth. Bonds are strengthened in this quiet light, unbreakable, unfaltering. The long night fades into memory, and with the promise of a new day, the scars on their hearts become chapters in a shared story of love and belonging.